Hey, third and fourth, it's Mrs. Sayed. This week I wanted us to focus on a specific artist. And I think it'd be really cool to go back. We've read about a lot of different abstract artists. We've learned about people like Basquiat. We learned about Picasso. One person we touched on was Keith Haring. And Keith Haring was obviously a person, an artist who used a lot of simplistic elements in his art. So line, color, definitely a lot of shapes. But one thing that a lot of people didn't know is that when Keith Haring was younger, he would create secret languages and he would create little symbols and images to communicate with people. Later in his life, he would use those caricatures, the human figure, the animal figure, to create images. But when he was super young, he would create things, symbols and languages like hieroglyphics. So I thought it would be a cool idea for this week, instead of just having to draw something, that we could create our own language and our own alphabet. So what you're going to need to get started with today is you will need a long piece of paper. Maybe it's even longer for you. You're going to need a marker, something to color with, colors like brown, yellow, orange, anything tan. And you'll need a pencil and a notepad or some kind of paper, scratch paper. So essentially what you're going to do, you'll start off creating my alphabet key. I think it's reversed, but you'll write down the entire alphabet, so all A all the way to Z, and you'll create different symbols and different images for each one. So my A has this little squiggly with a line across, my B has 3 dots, and I had to make sure that while I was writing this, I wasn't repeating any of them. So I went through the entire alphabet and I wrote different symbols. Now the tricky part is you're going to take your paper and you will create a secret message using those symbols. So I made mine, so I took my paper. If you want to make it look old or like really antique-y or like a scroll from the ancient days, you can crumble it up a little bit. Maybe you use the coffee staining technique that I taught you guys last week. Maybe you just color it with browns and yellows and oranges. So I took mine, I rolled it on either side, so you can always, here's the secret scroll. I unraveled it, and on the inside, I have my word, my symbol. Now, the only way that you figure out what this is, or what this means, is if you have your key. And it's super cool. You can communicate with other people in your family. You can show it to mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever's at home, and confuse them. Maybe you have different sounds. Maybe instead of just the letters, maybe you have words with symbols. That works too. So mine, I'm not going to tell you what it means. It's a secret. But I would love to see what you guys come up with. If you can, go on Class Dojo, take a picture of your key and take a picture of your scroll, and I will try to figure out what you guys come up with. All right, have fun. Bye-bye.